Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Welcome to a TBR video. This one is not a monthly TBR but a end of year TBR. So I'm going to be talking about the books that I want to read for the remainder of the year. It just started pouring. Good ambiance for this video. Perfect. I just don't know if it's going to get super dark. So I'm sorry if the lighting changes, but it's currently storming. I think you can hear it. But yeah, this is the 20 books that I want to read by the end of the year. Actually, this was my first video on this channel last year. So yeah, this video, my end of year TBR, was my first video on this channel. And we are back here for another end of year TBR. There are so many other books that are on my TBR, books that I want to get to eventually and books that I will probably read, but these are the books that I'm trying to prioritize and read before the year ends. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments, because some of these I still need a little bit convincing because I'm scared, and I'll get more into it when I talk about them. But yeah, let's just get started. Okay, let's start off with the first book, and that is Wildcard by Elsie Silver. That is her most recent release. It is part of the Rose Hill series. I've read all the books in that series, and that is just the newest release. I haven't had time to pick it up, but I do want to go get the physical copy and read that before the year ends, because I love all of her books. I enjoy all of her books, and this one is ex-boyfriend's dad. He's grumpy. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. I think I've only ever read one ex-boyfriend's dad book. That was so long ago, so I'm just trying to see what this is about. But that is the first book. Then I have Daddy Issues by Kate Goldbeck. Don't know anything about it, but I have seen it on people's fall TBR. I think it would be a good book to read in these next couple of months, so I might be picking that up very soon. Okay. Then I have Daisy Hates The Great Undoing by Jessa Hastings. I read Magnolia Parks. I read it a while ago, and I wanted to continue reading the series, so I reread it, and then I continued the series with the second book, and I just haven't continued because I've been reading other books. I don't want too much time to go between these books because I want to remember the details, so I'm trying to pick this up soon, and I know this one is a fan favorite, so I'm trying to pick it up as soon as possible. Up next is a book that actually scares me. Throne of Glass. I have been talking about this book a couple times on this channel, and every time that I bring it up I say I'm scared, because honestly I am. I just don't know what to expect. I know people love this series. From what I feel like, it's a series that sticks with you. Like, I know before starting a series it's a little bit intimidating, but once I'm in it I feel like I'm just like, I love it. But one of the things that scares me about this book is the reading order, and I always say this. That's kind of the reason why I haven't started it. I just want to read it correctly, or like the best experience that I can get, and every time that I ask about the reading order someone says a different thing. So I don't know, I feel like this series just would be a good series to read towards the end of the year, just kind of the cozy month, and just kind of binge it. I don't know if this is the first book actually, but this is the one that I'm going to mention in this video because I feel like it's technically the first book. Again, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a lot of research on this, watch some reading vlogs to see what I should do. Speaking of videos, if I were to read the series, would you guys want a reading vlog, spoiler free or full spoilers? Let me know. Okay, then we have Mate by Ali Hazelwood. Oh my goodness, am I excited for this book. It has not released yet, but it is releasing soon, and I am definitely going to be picking it up once it does. I think it comes out next month, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I don't need to explain anything. I love Ali Hazelwood. I will read anything she writes, and Bride was one of my favorite books. Absolutely obsessed, giggling, kicking my feet, loved it so much, and I'm so excited for this next book. Okay, another book on my TBR is It's Different This Time by Joss Richard. This is another book that I've seen people rave about on Instagram. I have FOMO, and if people say it's really good, for this season. I need to read it this season. So that is a book on my fall TBR, but I do plan on reading it very soon. I want to make a fall reading vlog of me reading fall books. Keep an eye out for that because I think that's gonna be coming very soon. Up next, we have a book that released earlier this year, and that is Watch Me. This is but it's the same universe as the Shatter Me series. I think about those characters literally every day. That is a series that will stick with me, and as soon as this came out I went and bought it, but I just haven't picked it up because I'm scared of it not meeting my expectations. I'm so curious to see what this is about, the characters, the plot. I really have no idea. I haven't read anything about the plot or anything. I'm gonna go in blind and just kind of see what this is about. I need to read this before the year ends. Okay, then we have People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. This is a book that has been on my radar for a long time. I have enjoyed all her books. I feel like they have such good connections. Like, these characters always have so much depth. I love all her characters. I love all her stories. People Watching seems to have a lot of love, a lot of good reviews. The posts, the aesthetics that I've seen for this book looks amazing. I just need to pick it up. I need to pick it up. This is a more recent book that I've picked up. Saw this at Barnes and I fell in love with the book. I don't know much about the plot. I kind of read a little bit when I was shopping, but I don't think I know enough to tell you what the book is about. But this book was absolutely beautiful. I feel like this would be good to read in the colder months and just cozy up with a cup of hot chocolate and a book. So definitely want to read this. Then I have Soul Searching by Lila Sage. Again, I've enjoyed all the books that I've read about her, and this one seems to be like an October book. It just matches the vibe so well. So that is a book that I want to read. Then I have a new book by one of my favorite authors, In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams. This book is going to release later on in the year. I love that series so much. Every book just gets progressively better. I thought Practice Makes Perfect was my favorite. I love that book so much. I connected to those characters so much. And then I read Beg, Borrow, or Steal, which was 5-star read. I still think about them all the time. And then now I'm excited for this next book. I think it's gonna be so good. Sarah Adams never fails me. I just recently picked this up while I was in New York. Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. I've read her Divine Rival series, loved it. I'm curious to see what this book is about. I got a signed copy at the Union Square Barnes & Noble, which was a dream, by the way. But look at this character art. I mean, come on, that just looks insanely good. Again, I haven't read the blurb or anything about it, but this says true love is more divine than any ruthless god. I would know she was near even in the darkness, and I had never desired to be a god, to wield power as one, but in that moment I longed to halt time. No, like, I need to pick this up very soon. I can't wait. Okay, next up we have another fantasy, Brimstone by Callie Hart. This is the second book after Quicksilver. I read Quicksilver, was it earlier this year? I think so. Enjoyed it. That was such a good fantasy. The banter, the tension, everything was so good, and I'm curious to see how the story is going to continue. So I definitely have to pick that up as soon as it releases, and I can't wait to read it. Okay, then I have Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. This is a hockey romance. I've seen this a lot on Instagram. People make edits, journal spreads about this book, and the whole vibe of this book looks so good, and I feel like it would be totally up my alley. I've seen some really good quotes about this book too. I feel like everyone has read it but me. I don't want to let the year end without me reading this book because I feel like I could potentially love it and it could be a favorite. So, okay. Then we have a holiday read, which I definitely want to read when it comes out. That is Good Spirits by B.K. Borison, another author that I super enjoy. I will always pick up a holiday read. I don't read so many. I don't feel like I read that many, but I do like to pick up one or two, just a couple to get me in the spirit. And then I like to read these other books because I have way too many to read before the year ends. But yeah, that is one holiday read that I'm going to be reading for sure. Then we have Fall I Want, and this is just like a super cute fall book. I mean, it just matches the vibes of autumn. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a fall reading vlog, and this would be just perfect. I don't know which of the fall books are gonna be in the reading vlog, so if you have a preference of which ones you want to see in that video, let me know. Last fall book on my TBR is If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. I've heard such great things about this book. I think I have the audiobook ready to go, so I'm definitely going to be doing that soon. I was just kind of waiting for the weather to get a little bit cooler, but it's probably not going to happen. It's not. I'm trying to dress like fall, but I'm literally wearing jean shorts because it's so hot. And I'm trying to get in the fall spirit, and it's so hard. So books definitely put me in that spirit, which is why I have a bunch of fall-ish books. It's the only way. Then I have another book that's coming soon, Sin Bin by Chelsea Curto. That is book 5 in her DC Star series. Absolutely loved that series. If you haven't picked it up, it is so bingeable. The characters are so likable, the tropes, I enjoyed it so much. I binged the first, second, and third book back to back because I couldn't put them down. They were just so quick, so good. Loved her characters. Her men are so down bad and obsessed, will do anything for their girl. Just thinking about them, I love them so much. I need to read the next book. I need it now, actually. Okay, then we have Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. This I recently read Promise Me Sunshine and enjoyed her writing style so much. I loved her characters. I love the way that she just writes a story, but also it has a perfect mix of everything: humor, plot, character development, just like everything was so good. And I see that this one is a fan favorite of hers, and I think it would just be such a cute book and another one that could be potentially a favorite. Last but not least, I have a book that pains me to say because I don't want to read it. I've been prolonging this for a very long time, and I can't let this year end without me reading it. It's a bittersweet book. It's a thick one, and it's so sad. Some Kind of Perfect by Kristen Becker Ritchie. This is the last of the Addicted series. I have been reading the Addicted series for years now. I've just been slowly reading one book, pause, read the next, because it's just been a series that I've loved so much, and I've just been prolonging it and just slow burning it. Like, I'm reading it so slowly, but it is time to read the epilogue. They just recently released Burn Bright, which is the new series, Cobalt Empire series, and it just revolves around the Cobalts, and I want to read that, and in order to read that I feel like I need to read this. So it is time. We're gonna be reading it. I am so scared, but it has to be done. I'm gonna be reading this sometime this year, hopefully. But yeah, that is the 20 books. I think that was 20. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry, but I think it was 20. Those are the 20 books that I want and need to read before the year ends. Like I said, I feel like there will be other books, but these are the ones that I need to read. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. I'll see you next time. Bye.